I've made a decision and it's rather outlandish. You've probably guessed it from the title and the thumbnail in this video, but long story short, I didn't play competitive golf, or any golf for that matter, for around about 8 years, and did compete at a decent level, a little bit of challenge tour. But there's one thing I never got to do, and that was try and qualify for the then European Tour, now the DP World Tour. I never went to Q School, always had it as a dream, and I'm approaching 40. I know I don't look it, but approaching 40 and I have to do it, okay? Now it's not going to be for this year, it's going to be for next year. So in today's video, I just want to give you guys a bit of an insight into how this is all going to go, what my plan is, how I'm going to prepare for it. I did the Chase the Open series, and this time we're going to step it up a bit. Obviously we'll do that again next year too. Here at the beautiful Rockmount course, if you've never played it, it is definitely worth doing. Absolutely unbelievable condition, and somewhere that I'll be bringing lots of content to you guys and showcasing the course a little bit as well. All right, so we got our drive away. It was a beauty. Short of the green, let's play the next one, and then we'll check in and talk a little bit more about this plan, this outlandish idea that I have. Okay, we got our drive here, and if anybody's played here in the comments, they'll be like, how did you not reach that green? Well, there's a plan for that too, as part of this. I'll discuss what I need to get better at and what the journey's going to be about. Looks good. We ran out a little bit further than I thought. These greens are pretty quick, they're so pure. It's nice. Nice little par to break in. But really should be converting that better. There's no way that my game at the minute is even good enough or remotely good enough to even contemplate trying to qualify for the DP World Tour. But I know the Q School, this one coming up, not a chance. All right, this gives me time. All right, so I'm going to document it. I mentioned back there about speed. That's going to be a big part of this. Can I get more speed into my swing? I'm going to need that if I want to compete. Got to get absolutely dynamite with my wedges. Short game. Putting, pretty happy. Can always be better. And I'm working on my swing, and I got myself some shiny new clubs. No longer embarrassed by those, although I do need a new golf bag. All right, so let's hit our drive here on the second, and then we'll chat some more about this plan. And you might have seen the what's in the bag video. This 3-wood has been brilliant. It's something I didn't have before. It was a really good 3-wood. This is a lovely hole, par 5. Can hit driver over the corner, but if you don't pull it off, it's reload. I just got a new ball out in the first, don't fancy that. I don't know if the tracer will pick up the height that that went, but that's just something I couldn't do on my old one. Okay, so straight off the top of my head, having now played more and more golf recently and loving every minute of it, getting to play all different courses, and you know, I've really got a good idea of where my game's at. When I took it back up, I had no idea. It was just about trying to play and get sort of golf fit again. I can no longer use that excuse now. I really need to start to improve some things. Since coming back, driving has been very good. Always wasn't really a strong suit in the past. I now have better clubs this end of the bag, the big stuff, to give me options outside of driver as well, though the driver's going very good. But I now have other options like that 3-wood there, which I couldn't have done before. So going down the bag, long iron's pretty decent. Swing is a weakness. I know that people look at my swing and go, oh, it's mental, you know, that's the difference. I appreciate that, and it is a huge piece, but I know that my swing has flaws, and as I continue working on them, I'm probably a month into properly working on them and seeing good signs. So I really got to grind on that. So we go down. Wedges, something I didn't listen to my coach in college, South Alabama, where I went. He was like, get dynamite with your wedges. I was like, yeah, coach, yeah. Hit the ball better, hit it further. That'll make me score better. And the guys on the team, Johnny Caldwell, to name one, one on the European Tour, unbelievable wedge player. Like, he'd kill me with wedges. And so there's a big thing. You get dynamite with those. Short game's always been pretty tidy, and putting has been pretty good. So those things, all of this has to get better. And listen, we will go for it. If it happens, unbelievable. If it doesn't, at least now I can say I gave it a go, as I never got to do when I was playing before. So we look like we're in pretty good shape. See if we can hit this par 5 and tee. Absolutely threaded that. It's probably the best drive I've ever hit in this hole. Okay, 218. By the way, I finally figured out how to put tracers on golf shots. You guys are spoiled in this video. See some lovely tracers. Okay, 218. This would have been 2-iron in the past. Now, the hybrid, which again, the what's in the bag video, I've never had a hybrid in my life, so loving it so far. Just go to the right of that green. Hopefully draw back. It sort of stayed there. It needs to sit. Okay, so before we go and look for this one, hopefully it's okay, hasn't ran too far. The other thing is, I think this will be really good for a lot of viewers to go through the ups and the downs, hopefully more ups than downs, unless I'm around the green. Up and down, get it. Kind of, you know, I'm going to get lessons on my wedges, lessons on different things, really go on a search to see how much better I can get. How am I going to practice? What scores can I shoot? Maybe even get a handicap. Now pros can do that, and document this, compete more, play in some of these events and bring you guys along with it. Okay, now obviously this isn't going to be cheap. It's the part where I ask for donations, and now I'm joking. Yeah, I'm going to obviously fund it myself, and any money that I make from my content, YouTube, social media and things, I'll put back in, and hopefully that's enough to keep me going. So that's kind of the perks, I guess, of it. And yeah, but I'm committed, I'm excited, and I'm all in on this. Okay, we've ended up here a little bit too far right, actually, just where the camera's sitting, just behind that's a gorse bush, and any more right, I've been flirting with that. Probably could have hit 4, but left yourselves okay here. Right is a slightly better miss, particularly with that pin. So this part of the game, no excuse for this not being absolutely dynamite. That needs to sit there so quick. It's not far away, but it's nearly off the green. How good does this place look, by the way? Lovely little chipping green there behind me, by the way, which I will be frequenting quite a lot to sharpen that in. There's not too many good chipping greens in this country, actually, and that is by far the best. Let me know in the comments if you know any other ones, but it is so good. Okay. Happy days. Okay, and the other big thing throughout all this, and each of you can remind me I said this, I want to have fun. All right, I can't be getting frustrated, annoyed, because this is one of the reasons I stopped in the past. You know, I can't take it too serious, and as a result, I should play better. If I'm getting bogged down and annoyed, that's not what this is about. I want to have fun. I want to bring you guys along as well. So remind me if I start to get a little bit annoyed or down. I said this. Okay, this is an awesome par 3. Long. 192, and everything slopes from right to left. So your line's about 10 yards right of the flag. 192. I also need to learn the distances on my new clubs as well. So I'm going to hit 6-iron and hope it bounces up. There's that miss to the right. Don't get annoyed, have fun. Okay, we'll probably play like 5 or 6 holes here and chat. Then let's dig into how it's all going to work. How I'm going to do this. I mentioned speed. Speed's a big one. Back when I was playing, I was like 123 miles an hour club head speed. Not sure what my ball speed was, but now it's probably sitting at 106, 107. All right, so it's not long enough. Now, I lost a lot of weight, 3.5 stone. So now the plan, thanks, cheers. Now the plan, I had to, because I shot a video in Portugal and I was editing it and I was like, you are disgusting. What? Get that? It was bad, it just crept up on me. So anyway, made a decision, lost the weight. But I'm gonna have to put on some strength. Now, not just lifting weights, all that's important, you know, goal specific stuff. So I'm gonna try and find somebody who can maybe put together a bit of a plan, a bit of an idea, but a plan that I can stick to, which is gonna be goal specific for me and my needs, okay? Flexibility, strength, things like that. That's a big part. I think that'll make a massive difference. I definitely have noticed it. Kind of longer shots, you know, having enough speed to get the height for the ball to stop and all these things, which I used to have. So that's step one. All right, we start that right away. Urgent. Okay, we've ended up pin high to the right. Probably tried to get a bit too much out of that. Left the face open, that's my bad shot. And it infuriates me, but have fun. 2 options here. This probably looks pretty straightforward, but I can assure you it's very quick downhill. Literally just need to get this thing on the green and it's going to run right down there. So could go the aerial route. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the aerial route. Try and land it just over this mound in front of me. That's too hot. I get a chance of the par. Tricky shot. Probably should have bumped it. I'm getting eaten alive here. Let's be that hair wax. And there. Thank God I can putt. See what I mean? The putting is strong, and I can get more greens and closer to the pins. That's where I could really do good. Just please stay good. Okay, and step 2, in order to have a chance at this, I'll tell you after I hit this tee shot. Okay, this is a really good hole here. Actually, you can take the corner on with driver. I'm going to try a 3-wood though. Kind of to the corner. It's too much draw. Hopefully that's okay. We'll see. Okay, step 2 in that is going to be stat analysis. Now, typically I'll just write down pen and paper, fairways, greens, but some sort of stat, whether it's Arcos or something similar. So if you know of any or you use any that you think are really, really good at highlighting weaknesses and showing you where you need to work, drop that in the comments. That would be brilliant to know. At the end of the day, what gets measured gets improved, so that's going to be really, really important. And right, let's see if we can find this drive. Okay, in hindsight, that was probably too much club. I should have hit hybrid to the corner. Still getting used to this course. Also, special thanks to Rockmount for allowing me out here to shoot content. Unbelievable course. I mean, condition is the second time I've played it now, and it's phenomenally good. So definitely check it out if you're from this area, or even make the trip. Well worth it. Okay, this is where in social media I'd be telling you to chip out that way, but we're going to try and go. I can see a gap and it's maybe 70 yards, so percentage wise it's bound to be okay. It chipped something through there. And that wasn't even the gap I was going for, but we're through. Okay, we've left ourselves this sort of a soft pitch, landing just on the green. Running up is the idea. Okay, we got a chance to see a par. See, there's 2 par saves, but I can't be relying every time I'm going to make those putts. So, okay, and another big thing is going to be the golf swing itself. Hugely important to me. How good does this place look, by the way, with the sun out? Great. Obviously, I can look at my swing. I am a golf coach, but it's nothing better than having some fresh eyes on it. My brother, if you've seen that video, he gave me a lesson, and I've been working on that. So yeah, continually checking in, jumping on TrackMan from time to time, talking you guys through what I'm working on. And I think from the last video, it helped a lot of you maybe suffering with the same issues. So yeah, that's gonna be another huge part of it. Okay, lovely par 5 here. Very happy with that. I've never liked this tee shot. Okay, another big part. Hopefully you're not too bored yet. But competition, right, that's going to be huge. There's no sense me setting this up. Think of that as like the big goal, and then tons of mini goals towards it, and not having any competitive experience. So with that, we have PGA region events in Ireland, so I want to try play a couple of them. There'll be a winter one, which is great to kind of run through and compete against my peers and things. There's some really good players in that too, and we'll do that. Now what I want to do in the short term is there's tours in Scotland and England, Tartan Pro and Clutch Pro. I don't know a whole lot about them. I know they're feeder tours to like the Challenge Tour and stuff. Might be worth jumping in the van, sleeping in the van, and I actually have looked at vans with like beds in them and stuff to see what if I just toured around in that. But playing those to get some competitiveness going, and then from there, like I learned so much from that Open Qualifier as to what I needed to work on, because the weaknesses show up under pressure. So getting into those, we'll probably do that in the short term. So obviously get a good video of that too. So I think happy with that drive, because there's a big field on the right. Where's my miss? Right. And so yeah, really happy to execute that one. Okay, 260. I know there's water short. I'm gonna play this smart, hit down, wedge on. Good chance to hit a wedge shot as well, provided we pull this off. So I'm gonna go 7 iron leaves. Yeah, it was 7 iron. Good. It's also nice playing too for YouTube, because you do feel the pressure, like you don't want to mess it up. It's all first takes out here, you know. Also another thing people will probably ask, anybody that knows me anyway, you still coaching? Online, certainly. I coach online. It's great. Oh, that was tight to that water. In person, I've kind of slowed it down a little bit as due to other commitments, but we'll still be ticking away at that. So just letting you guys know that I'm not giving up my day job to do this. That would be insanity. It's already insanity. But no, still, I got online coaching and things. I got all my other stuff going on. I had 2 kids at home, an unbelievably supportive wife, as you probably know from letting me do all this. So yeah, still just wanted to let you know that, because I know somebody will text me and say, you're not coaching anymore, you're not doing. Yes, I am. Okay, I laid up to here, but actually it was very close to that. Still kind of learning this course, but we'll get there. Okay, 69 yards. Again, I said this earlier in the video, gotta be dynamite. Do I know how far 69 is, feels and goes? No. Needs work. Plus I have 58 now instead of 60, but it just needs work, and this has to be dynamite. Keep saying dynamite, I don't know why. I don't normally say dynamite. It's very rare. See, I would say that's probably pitched right on, but probably way past. And hear the bounce. For some reason pulled my driver out. Actually not too bad, but somebody did warn me in the clubhouse, don't get above the flag, and that's what we've done. But I'm pretty happy with this shot, to be honest. Slick. This is not what you want. These little ones coming back. That's how you make the game stressful. Okay, final hole, lovely par 5 here. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch this craziness. You might learn a few things along my journey, and I obviously comment. Try to reply to every comment. So if there's any help you need, just drop it in there. If you have any questions, just let me know. Let's play this last hole. I have to say as well, the swings felt pretty decent tonight, bar a few. It's just all about trust. That was savey, but we are safe. Okay, something that's pretty cool is like that swing. If I wasn't working on getting the face more closed, that would have been off the planet right. So it's actually held the fairway, and it's pretty tight fairway. So buzzing with that, although I didn't like the swing. Means the face wasn't as mad open. See if we go for this one in 2. Gotta give you something. Me laying up like a last hole. Okay, 191. There's a fly has followed me all the way around. Hope he's enjoying himself as much as I am. 191 downhill. I'm gonna go, I think, with a 6. I'll tell you why. There's a stream short. Don't want to be short. And there's a bit of room past the flag. I've caught that a bit chunky, you know. It's right down the flag. Oh, just ran past it. It's okay. I actually think that bounced short of the water, hopped over and ran past the flag. Happy with that though. Alright, finish with a birdie. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Actually didn't play too bad there. I think it was I 2 under? Did I have a bogey? It might have been 2 under. Someone can count that up and let me know in the comments. I wasn't, but I think it was. But listen, thank you so much for watching. Listen, I know this is a bit of a mad plan. I always said I wanted to do it, never got the chance. And as I say, before I turn 40, I may as well give it a go. And I love golf, so why not get back to competing? The real key is going to be keeping this fun, enjoying every step of it with you guys, and yeah, bringing you along for some of the journey. There still will be loads of different golf stuff, tips, etc. put in there, of course. And yeah, thanks so much guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and see you guys in the next one.